शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्याये सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। भज गोविंदम. Can you read Bhaja Govindam? Read out.
Yes, Swamiji.
Read.
Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamate, Samprapte Sannihite
Loudly.
Kale, Nahi Nahi Rakshati Dukrun Karane. भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि नहि रक्षति डुक्रुन् करणे।
Bhaja Govinda. Seek Govinda means seek the ultimate reality. What is true, your true nature, which always is, and in fact, that is what is sought by each and every one of us. We may not know, but in and through our cent% activities or interaction with the world is meant to discover that immortality, ever existent, never to die, that limitless happiness, totally free from sorrow, and it should necessarily be independent, not dependent on anything. Dependent means limitation. And if it needs to be independent, only thing it should be by itself the knowledge principle. Otherwise, other than is such entity, if some knowledge principle exists distinct from that, we'll have to depend on that. It cannot be guaranteed. So therefore, this should be self-evident, self-experiencing, not dependent on any other knowledge principle by itself. And Shastra guarantees such an entity does exist, and you know not, in and through all your pursuit, unknowingly you are chasing this entity only, but kalpas after kalpas may elapse. By the method that you are seeking, it is next to impossible, because it is not something that can be created. It is not something that can be produced. It is an entity which always is. And whatever is, you can't produce. And not only is, It is your true nature. So therefore, by inquiry, you have to discover your true nature. But not knowing this, to seek that only, you are so much preoccupied in the world. As a result, leave alone the pursuits of gaining it. You don't know even such an entity exists. So Shastra, or great masters, have to come and draw our attention to this fact. It is what Shankaracharya is doing in the case of an old man who was repeating grammar rules. Now here, don't take literally grammar rules. Grammar rule is a upalakshana, indicator, a word for all that we all seek in life. We may pursue thousands of things. All they are included because we are seeking them for this result only. Immortality, no death. Limitless happiness, no sorrow. Self-evident principle, independent. So this needs to be investigated. And all that you acquire, all that you aspire, all that you accumulate in this world, from birth to death, by sweating and toiling, except whatever little you can make use for your survival at the time of death. My dear sir, you cannot take anything that you have amassed here. It may be legitimately belonging to you from the norms of this world. You are its master. But when you leave the body, nothing you can take. Strict customs. Nothing. Under the table deal also is not possible. Someone said, if only a dying man was, man means any dying being, man, woman, or whoever, were allowed to take a little pinch of mud from this earth. Not much, huh? Pinch of mud. If they are allowed, by this time, this earth will not have even little mud left out. Long before got exhausted, all maybe boulders and stones will be there. Nothing is possible. You can take it. You know that famous case of Alexander the Great? Alexander was sick. And at that time, actually, it was TB, tuberculosis. They had no remedy at that time. So he had strong desire to see his mother before dying. In fact, first he said, I will give half my empire to whosoever who will save my life. Or Dr. the Great Minister said, Sire, even if you give entire empire, it is not possible. And you know, this time, and he was convinced that his time is over now. So he left an instruction to the ministers. When my funeral procession goes, at that time, please ensure that my both hands are out of the coffin. Close the coffin in such a way that my both hands are out. It should be at the time of funeral procession. Of course, emperor's order, yes, sire. One old minister asked, sire, if people ask why these two hands are kept out, what are we to reply? You know what Alina said? Tell them Alexander the Great conquered all these. He has amassed such a vast empire. But he had come with empty hand, now going with empty hand. Strict customs. Nothing can be taken. If only this much is there in the mind that we are get convinced about that, we will be able to divert lot of efforts to fulfill the true purpose of human life. So from that standpoint, grammar rules is an indicator word for anything and everything you accomplish, earn, amass, my dear sir. They are not going to rescue you. You have to leave everything here and you have to go alone. If that is the case, why not take to the pursuit that after you leave this body, you need not hunt for all these things. You claim your true nature, that is immortal, limitless happiness, and itself is self-knowing principle, independent of everything. And it is possible. Shastras guide you, but you should be available for the pursuit by taking to not just efforts, industrious efforts, because the goal is so great and though not difficult, it needs a certain type of living with the right value structure and a thorough inquiry into what is the thing to be sought, what needs to be taken to, for which your industrious involvement and efforts are necessary. So that will be the case. Bhaja Govindam. Seek to all this pursuit to discover that Govinda divinity principle, which your principle, your nature is. Oh Mudhavate, don't behave like a aviveki, a person who lacks discrimination. So Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam, Bhaja Mudhamate, Samprapte Sannihite Kale, Nahi Nahi Rakshati Dukran Karane. Now, the few pursuits in life for which we always fall for, in which we are always engaged, they are brought to our notice. Please think, set right your values, and direct your efforts in the right direction. In this context, first of all, in life is security. earning of money, earning of wealth. Without money, you cannot survive in this world. Shastra does accept it, but it points you out. Your pursuit in earning must be restricted to your essential needs, but it should not get degraded into greed. There must be a limit up to which you can spend your time in earning. Otherwise, this pursuit has no end. It has no end. Read the second one.
मूढजहीहि धनागमतृष्णां कुरु सद्बुद्धिं मनसि वितृष्णां यल्लभसे निजकर्मोपातं वित्तं तेन विनोदय चित्तम् मूढजहीहि धनागमतृष्णां कुरु सद्बुद्धिं मनसि वितृष्णां यल्लभसे निजकर्मोपातं वित्तं तेन विनोदय चित्तम्
Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam, Bhaja Mudamate, Samprapte
सम्प्राप्ते
Sannihite Ka,
सन्निहिते काले
Nahi Nahi Rakshati Dukri. It should be repeated after each verse.
Okay.
Muda, now it says Muda. Muda, we say fool, idiot. What it means is Aviveki. Oh, Vivekahina. Oh, you person who lacks discrimination in terms of what is good for you, what is bad for you, what needs to be done, what should be avoided. In terms of all these, you don't know what is really meant for your good and other one for not so. In this first, Aviveka is about earning, which is indispensable, but there must be a limit. Mudha, O you Aviveki, or said Balaha, childish, doesn't have proper discrimination. Mudha. Dhanagama Trishna Jahihi. Jahihi. Give up. What? Trishna. We'll come to that Trishna word. Trishna for what? Dhanagama. Trishna literally means thirst. But Trishna also means desire, not simply desire, strong desire. That keen longing. I want this. I want this. I want this. I want this. And what you want, there's no end at all. That insatiable thirst to have this and that, thinking whereby I'll be happy, I will be secure, I'll be able to get so many things for my enjoyment. I can do anything. Therefore, that Krishna anchoring strong desire for dhanagama. Agama is acquisition, or more precisely here, earning. earning of money. That, see, Shankaracharya doesn't ask us not to earn the money, because a grahastha is supposed to earn whatever that is necessary for a decent and dignified living, but not beyond that. A grahastha is not supposed to be dependent on anyone else. A brahmachari, sannyasi, they can. They depend on grahastha. That way, from one standpoint, they say grahastha ashrama is the exalted one, because not nowadays, olden days, when the varna system was proper, because brahmachari and sannyasis depend on grahastha ashrama from that standpoint. So, dhanagama, this keen longing of earning and earning and earning and earning without any ceiling, without any limit, please give it up. Because thereby you will, or your entire life will be preoccupied in dhanagama only, in earning money, security, wealth, power, possession. This desire is such that it has no end. More you fulfill, more it demands. More it demands. And it is natural tendency. You need not put special effort. Our psyche, our mind, our samskaras, since time immemorial, are such that this demand for dhanagama always goes on increasing. More and more you earn. A poet has very beautifully captured this idea that, my God, this thirst, hankering for wealth, money, has no limit at all. See, money is necessary for life, just as salt is necessary in your food. Can you eat the food without salt? No. But for that very reason, can you eat salt and salt alone? No. Like that, money to the extent necessary has to be earned, but not beyond that. It is dangerous. Say, the poet says, Nisvo ekashatam, shati dashashatam, laksham sahasradipah, lakshesha kshiti sampadam, kitipatis chakreshavat sampadam, chakresha punarindratam, chakresha punarindratam, surapatir brahmaspadam manchati, brahma vishnupadam, hariharapadam, Krishna ka gati. He put his hand on the head. Ayyo, where is the limit for this thirst, insane thirst for more and more money, power, possession? Why? Let us know. Niswaha. Niswaha is a person who is a pauper, penniless person. See, this old from old Subhashita, not modern composed at that time. I'm telling you why I'm saying that. He's a pauper, penniless. Niswo ekashatam vanchati. He desires, may I have 100 rupees. I'm telling you why 100 rupees, not nowadays 100 rupees. I wonder whether we'll get a breakfast or not in 100 rupees. Those days, 1 rupee was sufficient for the expense of a family. See the value of rupee. Value of rupee. So that day, so made that value. He aspired for 100 rupees. Of course, see, as the time advances, money has lost value. Do you know why? Human being has lost his value. See, just to give an example, how much capacity, buying capacity the rupee had earlier. You know this Nizam of Hyderabad? Nizam of Hyderabad at the time of independence was the most rich person. And someone said, if the entire riches of Elon Musk of Tesla is compared to, means you reduce that currency at that time. Elon Musk property or this wealth will nowhere near that of Nizam. Spiritual. In fact, it came out because he had built a palatial building in Delhi for whenever he comes to stay there. It is called Hyderabad House. The best one at that time, he had spent about 1.7 crore rupees that time. That value will be today thousands and lakhs of crores of rupees. At this juncture, here's a pauper person. What was the 100 rupees? Legitimate? Yes. He got 100 rupees. Shati Dashashatam. This person who has got now 100 rupees is aspiring for Dashashatam, 10 hundreds, 1,000. Let us grant it. We are not losing anything. He got 1,000 rupees. Laksham Sahasradhipa. This person who has got 1,000 rupees. I'm saying old value, today 1,000 just nothing. 1,000, he says, Laksham. He aspires for 1 lakh rupees. Suppose he got, should be happy, no? Started from where? Papa? No. Lakshesha Kshiti Sampada. This person has a lakh, let us say, a millionaire or someone, wants Kshiti Sampat. He wants a kingdom. He wants to become a king. Kshiti Sampada. Then Kshitipatish Chakreshavat Sampadam. Suppose let us say he became a king. Kshitipatish Chakreshavat Sampadam. He is not happy with being a king. He wants to become an emperor. You want to rule over many kings. Chakreshavat Sampadam. Suppose he became an emperor. Chakresha Punarindrata. Not satisfied. He wants to become Surapati, the king of all devatas. He wants to become Indra. Chakresha Punarindrata. Surapatir Brahmaspadam Vanchati. Suppose he became Indra, he's not happy. He's got an ideal. What is that? Brahma, one of the three Murtis. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. Now he became Brahma, not happy. Brahma, Haripadam. He wants to become Hari because treasury is with Hari. Every time he has to go for financial sanction. So why not we have myself the treasury? Hari, Lakshmi is with him. Haripadam. Okay, fine. I wish this was a poet's idea. Okay, don't take literally. Hari must be happy, no? No, 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 no. उधर है बुलडोजर बाबा. कौन है बुलडोजर बाबा? Shiva. With one try, crack. Everything bulldozed. Mind state power. Hari, Harapadam. He wants to be Hara, Shiva. It is so because Upadita. See, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, Paramatma Swarupa. You can invoke them directly as a Paramatma Swarupa and you can get benefited. But Upadhi wise, there's a gradation is there. Topmost Shiva, number 2 Vishnu, number 3 Brahma. So from where he started? Niswaha, penniless pauper. The poet says, Ayyo, Krishna Vader Ka Gati. What is the Gati? What is the end of this Krishna hankering for this and that? Very, see, look here. It is not just a poetic thing, very, very important thing in life. Otherwise, this earning pursuit never ends. One should earn to cater to one's need. Beyond that, from this world, you have no right to take from them because resources from this public world belongs to all. You may say, I have earned, maybe, but you have no right because it belongs to others. You can have the joy of sharing with others. Do it. You have the joy. I could share with others the needy. Otherwise, you have no right. Narada at one place says, whosoever the person may be, who takes more than what is necessary for him in life, is a thief because he has taken which doesn't belong to him, which belongs to others. Shastra. The thief. So therefore, in this public world, Ishvara Srishti, we have certainly the right to earn and take what is needed for us. Otherwise, if you get guided by greed, nothing is sufficient. I think Mahatma Gandhi said it. This world has enough resources to cater to the needs of all, but it doesn't have the resources to cater the greed of even one person. Krishna Vader Kogati Kagati. There's no end to this. This we should be very careful about this Krishna. But we more about it. We get it from who? Bhartrhari. I hope you have heard his name, Bhartrhari. See, Bhartrhari was the king of Ujjain, highly learned, great, able administrator, king, ruling the kingdom, etc. Always in the interest of the subject. He got married. After marriage, he got so much attached to the queen, to the total neglect of the kingdom administration. As a king, he was not discharging his duty, always after the queen. Younger brother, Vikramaditya, you have heard, great person, Vikramaditya. Their brother, please see that you discharge your duties. Don't neglect them. It's not good for us. The younger brother, no, you got annoyed. So you are advising me, and he threw him out. The guru saw this. He said, it's not good. The kingdom suffers. People suffer. So he is not at all bothered about his duties. So what he did was, look, this is a story, not cock and bull. He came to the king with a fruit. Of course, the guru, he knows, with the respect he was received. He said, Bhartrhari, this is a special fruit. Whoever who eats this fruit lives long. And you are the king, you deserve this. Bhartrhari received with all respect. Guru has given us such a capacity. Then he thought, if I eat this, I will live for a long time, but my queen will pass away. How can I live without her? On the contrary, she eats it and she lives for long. So long as I am there, I can enjoy her. It's a good idea. And he offered it to the queen. The real problem starts here. Unfortunately, though Bhartrhari was loving the queen so much, queen was interested in love with some minister. Think of it. It's a fact. And she thought, if I eat, this person wants to enjoy me for whole life. But I can't tolerate that. If this minister eats, I can enjoy for a long time. And she offered that to the minister. Again, problem. Yes, chain of this gadbad. Truly speaking, the minister was in love with a maid servant, Dasi, woman servant in the royal family, Dasi. He thought the same way. If she Dasi lives, I can enjoy her. What is the point in my living without her? And he gives to that Dasi. And bad luck should be whatever may. That Dasi was really interested not in him, minister. She was interested in the a charioteer, Sarathi. She thought the same way. And she gave it to the charioteer so that he can live long, so I can enjoy. Again, That charioteer was more in love with a prostitute, not this maid, prostitute. He thought, let her live long, I can enjoy. And he offered. Now this prostitute thought, look, I am living such a wretched life, helplessly for the what? For the sake of stomach. I have to live this life. This is not a correct life at all. Why should I eat this and live long with this, live this wretched life? I don't want that. And she thought, such a precious fruit. Our king deserves it. Those days that the loyalty of the king was there. Best thing offered to the king. Even you see, in our culture, best thing is offered to that temple to Bhagavan. And when the kingdoms were there, they used to offer to the king. King deserves. If he lives long, he can do good of the subject. And with the right idea, she went to the king. She said, Maharaj, such a fruit is there. And such is this is the effect of it. You should live for a long time, so you can take it. But Bhartrihari recognized it. Good. He asked, from where did you get this fruit? You said that charioteer gave me. Charioteer was summoned. From where did you get it? Made Dasi. Dasi was called. From where did you get it? Minister. Minister was called. From where did you get it? End of it. Queen. Bhartrihari was shocked. Samskaras were there. Viveka was there. For some time, it got sidetracked. He developed vairagya. My God, what am I doing? And he called his younger brother Vikramaditya, put him on the throne. It was a great, the ruling of Vikramaditya is a great thing. And he retired to a cave. Even today, somewhere near Ujjain, Bhartrihari's cave is there where he did tapas. There, he was a learned person. He wrote Shatakatrayam, 300 verses. One is Sringara Shataka, Niti Shataka, Vairagya Shataka. And Vairagya Shataka, he has captured the exact nature of Trishna. Let us see that. How Trishna is so strong. Unless you cut it to its own size, it can totally ruin you. It can become more and more powerful. It will be difficult for you to handle. The two verses I will take it, very important. Valibhir mukham akrantam, palite nankitam shiraha, gatrani shitilayante, trishnaika tarunayate. This is the plight of this old man. Valibhi mukham akrantam. The face is attacked by wrinkles, old age wrinkles come. Face is attacked by wrinkles. Palite nankitam shiraha. So the head is painted white by gray hair. So old he has become. That is painted white with a gray hair. Gatrani shitilayante. All limbs, avayavas, parts of the body, shitilayante, become feeble. Like someone said, no, old car. Say, Every part of it, every part of it makes noise except the horn. Horn is supposed to make noise. It doesn't. Other parts do that noise. So, like this, the entire limbs have become so feeble, can't walk, can't talk properly, can't hear, can't see. Children laugh, monkey, 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 monkey. Old man says, but Trishna eka tarunayate. Hankering, I want this, I want that. See, tarunayate. That is what he is getting rejuvenated, getting younger and younger. Think of it. You grow old with the growth of age, Krishna. I want this, I want that. Goes on increasing. Therefore, again he says, Bhogana bhukta, vayameva bhukta. See, the worldly pleasures are meant for our enjoyment, but we have not enjoyed them. Bhoga, the worldly sense pleasures have not been enjoyed by us, but vayameva bhukta. We ourselves are devoured by the bhogas. We are suffering because of that. See, like they say this annam, food. It has got two definitions. Adyate annam, ati annam. Adyate, that which is eaten by us is anna. That which eats us also is anna. How come? Up to the age of 40, 45, food can nourish you very well. You can digest anything. After that, if you eat beyond the limit, that food itself will eat you in terms of disease, etc. Like that. Bhogas, sense pleasures are meant for us to enjoy, but we land in rogas and become victim of the bhogas. Yat tadagre, Krishna says, amrutopamam. Nectarine to begin with. Pariname visham iva. At the end, like poison, so painful. So these self pleasures eat us. Tapona taptam vayameva tapta. We think that we can practice ascetic practices. By doing so, we ourselves get emaciated, but desired result is not possible. Kalona yato vayameva yata. Time has not elapsed. We have got elapsed. Time has overpowered us. Says, this is important. Trishna na jirna vayameva jirna. Trishna, that strong desire to have this and that. Na jirna has not reduced its force, but vayameva jirna. So that is, we have got reduced because of this senility, because of old age. So we have got struck down by old age. So as the age advance, Krishna should get reduced, but on the contrary, we get emaciated. Krishna is never emaciated or never gets ended. So therefore, Mudha Jahihi Dhanagama Krishna. This insatiable thirst for earning more and more. I want for myself, afterward for my bal bachcha ka bal bachcha goes on. There's no end to that. So, Krishna, what is to be done? Look, conserve that time and energy, redirect it for the higher pursuit. How? Kuru sadbuddhim manasi vitrishna. We'll come to that sadbuddhi afterwards. It says, manasi vitrishnam kuru. Vitrishna means free from trishna. That is what is called as contentment. Freedom from desire. So therefore, if you pursue this trishna, there is no end to it. You will get totally ruined. But have that contentment. Whatever needed, do get it. Thus far, no further. Otherwise, there is no end to this. Manishna, how can be done? Guru Sadbuddhim. Redirect your attention from this pursuit of earning. Once you have got what is necessary, Sadbuddhim Kuru. Redirect your attention for Sat. Sadbuddhi can be taken two ways. To begin with, Sadhu Jana Sangati. Keep the company of the good people. These good people will be always busy with the pursuit of gaining what is the true goal of life. You be in their association. You see what they are doing. Slowly you will imbibe, learn those values, and you'll make your life. One, Sadbuddhi means Sadhu Jana Samagama. Satsang. Will come, Satsang word will be coming afterwards. Other is Sadbuddhi. Redirect your buddhi, intellect, or what Sat. Sat word is for Brahma, the ultimate reality, the true nature of everything, including me, Jiva, and Jagat, and Ishvara. Let your mind directed towards that. That's the goal of life. Having been born to gain this knowledge is the purpose of life. So that, and as far as this dhanagama is concerned, earning is concerned, this says, be contented with whatever you get as per your duties in life. Yal labhase nija karmopatam. Nija karma upatam. Upatam, earned by one's own karmas. Those with varnashama karma, etc. over there. Which is designed for your livelihood. Yalla base. What do you get? Vittam. What get? Vittam. Money, etc. Tena vinodaya chitta. By that, vinodaya. Entertain. Amuse. Your mind means be contented. Be contented. So, you have every right and you must earn what is necessary for you, but not beyond your necessity. It belongs to others also. I remember one incident here, many decades back. One of my students told, he was an engineer and he used to go to Japan, Germany, etc. on delegations, etc. Once he told me that one delegation of Indian industry, etc., had been to Germany. The host was there, and they were visiting all this thing. So one day they went to a hotel and ordered the food, ate. All were hungry. After eating, they felt something more. They wanted to eat and ordered. But what was ordered was more than what they could eat. Lot of things were left out. The German hotel. There was a lady sitting there, the elder lady. She said, "You can't waste food like that." I think these people should have kept quiet. They said, "We have paid for it." She said, "You might have paid for that, but you know what she said? Our resources are limited." Think of it. She speaks of the country. Our resources are limited. You can't waste like that. Otherwise, she would have kept quiet. And she didn't keep quiet. Social welfare officer. In 5 minutes, the welfare officer came. 50 dish mark fine. DM. Now euro must be. At that time, you're DM. 50 dish mark fine. The host paid it and gave a Xerox copy of that for a souvenir to all the people. So, what the world has got is for all, not you only. You have every right to take what is required for you, necessary for you, not beyond that. Remember what Narada says, you are a thief if you take beyond that. So this, what is it? Dhanagama Trishnam Jayi. Never-ending thirst for earning. Give up. Take to Sadbuddhi, Satsang, or pursuit of gaining that knowledge of a true nature. This is one of the biggest hurdle in pursuit of the real goal of life. Now, equally number two, which is a very powerful obstruction in gaining, taking to this pursuit. That is, says that the mutual attraction between man and woman, what is a marital happiness, the very, very powerful desire. So about that, Shankaracharya is going to deal with. Let us see next time. Om
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ